going to be starting a new set of videos or series called No Producers Left Behind. Hashtag NPLB. What this is, basically what it sounds like. We're going to be bringing, well, I'm going to be bringing up, producers up to speed, beginners, and maybe even if you're, advanced, you still don't know some of this stuff. So like Photoshop, I'm going to be showing you how to easily, make professional looking stuff like a logo. It doesn't have to be like, so professional where, like a real designer made it, but, make it look good enough that it's presentable. And I'm going to be doing a thumbnail, just some easy to start with. I'm going to do two, well, not like two different ones, but I'll insert a different picture and just like change the color and stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. So without further ado, get started. So we have Drake looking at us. So what we're going to do is make a thumbnail. So we want to make this thumbnail stand out. And just so you guys know, I know some people are going to take the thumbnail in this video when they follow along or something. But I would change it up because you don't want everybody to have the same thumbnail, because that'll be bad for business and everyone, you don't want to be looking at the same thumbnail throughout all of YouTube. So I would change it around. You can change it to like circles, and I'll show you that in a bit. But to get a professional look, you can keep the color in here. And there's a future picture, and you see this one is more high quality. The higher the quality, the better it would look. But this one is it's not as great. And that's why I picked this picture to show you that the difference between, and when you see the future one, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I have a background, which is like, I like the triangle kind of polygon looking look. So you can choose whatever kind of background you want, but I would suggest make it very simple and like minimalistic look, like a look. And get you a picture of a photo. So you want a Drake type beat or a future type beat. So first thing we're going to do with this picture, you could double click right here on the layer and go to color overlay and just color it and turn the opacity down, right? But look, you can still see his skin color. You can still see, some gray, some blue. So we don't want to do that. We want to change the actual color of the photo. So what we're going to do, go to image, adjustments, hue and saturation. And then we want to turn the saturation down, the color, you see. I mean, you can get cool effects with this, but if you just want, that pro look, I would suggest doing this, but you don't really have to. You can, be creative and do what you want. And that's the point. You want to, try to make your own type of style. But so it's black and white. So next, go to image, adjustments, and I like to go to photo filter. You can just go up here and change the color, but I like to go to photo filter, and I like to click on this color and turn the density up, then click on the color, and you can just change it, and you can see it changes the whole color of the image. And I like to keep it like around here usually, and I think red will do good with this picture. And let's try to make it a little brighter. So you see we have it red. It's red now, completely red. And you can add other effects, but like you can add another overlay of, of red if you want it to like be a little more faded. See, like the detail is kind of fading away, but I really like the detail. I might just put it like right. Nah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, you can do that. So now we have this picture done, right? So we're gonna do some with that later. Now, for extra practice, for a second, we're gonna do the future photo, and I'm gonna unlock it by clicking this button so we can mess with it. And then go to image, adjustments, hue and saturation. I'm gonna turn it down, and you can change it up here, I guess, if you turn the saturation up, but look what it does. It doesn't really, you want to turn this down first, and then you can mess around with the color. Well, I guess you can come up here, right, and go to color overlay, and then you can, but it just doesn't look that great. It just looks faded. So that's why I come up here to image, adjustments, photo filter, and then I turn this up, and it actually changes the color of the picture. And this one I purple. Let's see, trying to get a good color. All right, and let me see if I can And I'll just use a color overlay just to brighten it up a bit for like the fade. Just try to turn it down just a little. Let's see, not too much, just enough so you can see his face. All right, so we got a red and a purple, right? And you can I'm not gonna go too much in detail. Also, this doesn't have to work for just for producers. It can work for anybody. So it's just a thumbnail. So you can like change like, you know, the darkness of certain areas. You see, if you just want like it darker, you know what I'm saying? So I'll just click yes to that. So now this part right here. Now we gotta check the size of this because I think this is too small. Because you wanna, the idea is you wanna make the picture big. Like when you create it, you wanna make it like really large, and then to save the quality, you wanna shrink it down to the size you want. So I'm gonna make it bigger because it's gonna be my base picture, and then I'm just gonna see the pixels up here. I'm gonna try to make it to the thousands, like that. Like that, and then we gotta zoom out up here like that. Now it's a little like, you know, that's why I want high quality photos, but it's fine because we're gonna blur this with the color overlay. So what we want to do right now, we can use a circle, but I'm gonna use a rectangle because it's a little easier to see, you know, understand. So we want to drag this out, right? Then right click inside and then go to transform selection, not free transform, transform selection. And what you want to do is turn it, or you can do, you know, you can do like a that's not completely straight, but you can do like one across if you want. But I think personally the side view looks really good, so that's what I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna slide this out some more to get the edges. Kind of just choose what you like, and if you want to, you can obviously can follow along and copy me exactly, but if you want to end up with your own like product, then you can. So I think I'm gonna press enter and accept that, right? So now we got like a little slanted thing, and I probably should have unchecked this lock so you can edit it. So now you can actually erase this inside the selection, but we want our eraser to be bigger, so we got to click up here, right? Here's the eraser under the over the paint bucket. Click that, come up here, turn the hardness all the way up because you want to make sure you get the as crispy as you can to this line, as close as you can. So I'm gonna go up like this, maybe even higher, and just erase, right? And just try to get it real good so we don't get any like you know, messed up lines or crooked lines. So you just want to get it real good. So now we can click out by clicking this, and you see now we have this, right? So next thing you want to do is you want to click, where is this at? Right here, this little icon, and create a new layer. And let me, okay, this is the under layer, right? So create a new layer, and now all we have to do is drag our Drake photo over, right? And it's too small, so you can press Control T, or you can come up here, but I'll do it by mouse just so you can see visually. Free transform, hold shift, and then just drag the photo to about the size you need it. And I think that's pretty good. And I'm gonna make it bigger because I want Drake's face to be kind of to the side, more or less. And then press enter. Now it's over the overlay, so what we're gonna do is just bring this over the top, right? So boom. Now we can change it to see where we like the photo. Kind of want to show his face a little bit more, but I don't want the words to be over his face as much, so I'm gonna try to move it to the side a little bit too. Okay, so now, you know, that looks fine, but it's not, you know, it's not what I want. So one thing we can do, I want to make this photo look like it's under this overlay because it's an overlay. I want to make it look like it's, you know, over this picture. So I'm gonna double click on this layer, and right here, where is it? I think we use inner shadow or you can use drop shadow, but I'm gonna try both and see what they look like. Sometimes the stuff doesn't really work, so we have to move this around. So no, we're not gonna use the inner shadow. So now we can just use a drop shadow, and you can see that shadow just popped up. Like, look right here, like that. But that just looks too, it looks too janky. So what we want to do, I'm gonna turn the opacity down a little bit, turn the size up, and I can mess with the distance. And let's see, we don't want too much. I'm gonna try to make the angle. You can change the angle so you can get it on both sides. I'm gonna make it darker so you can see it better. And just see if I can get it on both. Let's see. Okay, so it was pretty much in the same spot anyway. So yeah, I'll turn the opacity up so you can see it on this side right here. So now it kind of looks like it's in the background, right? So it's missing something. Whether maybe there's too much detail, maybe this is too bright. So I'm going to change this picture entirely. So this is the overlay up here, this layer. Layer 0 is the overlay, as you can see. And what I'm gonna do is go to image, adjustments, and I'm gonna go to photo filter, because it's already black and white, so we don't have to, you know, change anything. So I'm gonna do the same thing, turn the density up, and then go back. Well, actually, we can press Control Z to take that effect away. I'm just gonna go back and redo it because I messed up. Color, and click on this. And I'm thinking I wanted a gray look, a really dark gray type of look. And I'm gonna see how dark do I want it. Okay, I really like that. I actually like that even better. So we'll try 97. So I like that, so right? So that looks pretty good to me. I might make it even darker. Again, you can change, you know, the like the contrast and everything. You can go to exposure, you can change things here. I'm actually gonna make it a little darker because I kind of like that look. So you can change like the squares, the difference between the squares or whatever, but I really like that look, that darker red look. I mean, dark, you know, black and red look. So I'm gonna keep that. And so now we're pretty much done. So it's looking pretty professional right now. And I kind of want to fade his face out a little bit. So I'm gonna go color overlay and I can just click on this red to get the same color and kind of just go until I feel comfortable with where I'm at. And I think that's pretty good for me. Okay, so now we need some letters. And I'm gonna give you some places where you get free fonts and stuff. So you don't have to worry about that. And a place where, if you don't have Photoshop, there's a free like Photoshop app where you can you know, do this on the internet. But I'm gonna drag this out about where I want it. So like right here, because when people read the thumbnail, they're gonna see this and they're gonna see the letter, the name of the beat. And you don't really have to put the name of the beat, but we're just gonna say Forever because that's the song that Drake made before. And I think I already have a font. That's not the font I want, but just make it bigger. We could try 100 or 150. Nah, we could go higher than that, maybe 200. Nope, 250. All right, that's good. So change the color. We can highlight over this. We can change the color to maybe black or like a gray type of color. We can click up. We can click on one of these triangles to get the color perfect. And I think that's, let's see, I might want to go a little higher. All right, so you can choose whatever color you want, but I don't like this font. So what I'm gonna do is highlight this, just come up here and change the font to something I like. And it might not fit in the box all the way, so you might have to drag this so you can see it. So I'm just trying to find a font that fits. And I think this is one I used before. I think I'm just use this one. So I'm going to Control T, or you can come up here and edit and then go to where is it, free transform. I'm going to shift, hold, and then just drag it down so it fits in the middle. And I'm going to enter and just put it in the middle. And then from here you can obviously put effects on the letters. So I'm going to double click on this letter in this little like space right here, as you can see. Then I can mess with the stroke of it. So I already have it at a small pixel, like 3 pixels, but you can put it as high as you want, as you can see. And let me put it back. I'm gonna put it at 2. You can just make it red, or you can make it whatever color you want. But I kind of want to stand out just a little bit. So let's see. Kind of like the black. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the black. It kind of stands out a bit, and you can put a drop shadow on this too if you want to. I think I'll just do it just for the video. I don't want to put one that's too, it's too much, because you do want to keep it like simple. So I'm gonna just put a little bit, and then there you go. You have a thumbnail, and then you can render. To save it, you just go to save as, and then you go to PNG, and then you just save it, right? So that's what you do there. Now for the second one, it's going to be easy. So once you save this, you can keep doing this over and over. You just have to save it as a template or just save the file. So now we just take the future photo, but we're going to take Drake out, and right now I'm just going to name it something else, like Bando or something, right? And all I have to do is drag this in here, and you can do this every time, and see how perfectly I can get that in the corner. You can just see how easy you can just keep doing this, right? You see how easy that is. And I kind of want to fade this picture out too. I'll make this darker. About somewhere where I want it. I think that's fine for now. So yeah, and then you can actually change the stuff again. And then you just keep this can be your thumbnail, So you change it to purple, or whatever might fit the video. Whatever makes this stand out. And I want this to be like a purple kind of thing, so I'm gonna use that. And we could try another drop shadow if you want, which actually looks better on the purple to me. I'm gonna just fade it out a bit. I don't want it to look janky, like like that doesn't look too, but just a little bit, just for tutorial purposes. And let me see, I'm just trying to tweak. You just want to fine tweak it, because once you do it once, you can keep redoing this. So I'll try to go a little darker with it, just make it a little bit cleaner. Yeah, okay. Alright, something like that. And you can change the color too. All you have to do is click right here and change the color, right? So if you want it white, you can, but I'm gonna turn it back to the, and there's other things you could do, like cool things you do that I'm gonna do later, but for now I just want to get it to the point where you just know how to do this, so you can stand out. Instead of just taking the same thumbnails as everyone else, you can stand out and make your own. And you can do circles. I mean, I'll mess this up for now, but I'm just saying you can do this. Like, you can, just to show you can make circles and stuff. So where's my actual and the same effects will apply as well. So imagine what you can do with this. I mean, it's not a perfect cut, but I'm saying you can do stuff like that. Or if you just want to put a circle in the middle of the picture, you can. But that's how you make a thumbnail in Photoshop. I will put some links down if you don't have Photoshop or whatever, but this is just a quick let me take this off, thing that you can do. And I believe you can switch between the Drake. Yeah, see, so those are the two. And again, you want to stand out and try to create your own little, template. You can take this, but I wouldn't recommend it. But do what you want to do. Again, I hope this helped out. Sorry the video was long, but I really want beginners to learn. So that's why I kind of went slow. I could have just did this in 5 minutes, but I really want to go slow because I know people have questions. So I really wanted you to see exactly what I was doing. So that's why I was going slow. So if you're not a beginner, I'm sorry for that. But again, if you're new, subscribe. If you already subscribed, keep coming back. I have more videos like this soon. And make sure you comment. Let me know what you think about these. If you want me to keep doing these. If not, let me know.